Always focus on the best of times. This is one of those details that most people overlook, because if you always focus on the best of times, even when things are not going so well, it will cut short. It will shorten that period of time and turn it around to be another one of those really good times. It is psychological action where what you focus on is what you get. When a person does not always focus on the best of times, pay attention to what happens. And everyone has noticed at some point that when you are having a really good day and then something trips them up to the point where they cuss and cuss about everything else, from that point on, spirals just out of control. It is because they put their first attention into what has gone wrong and they start spewing out negativity, which sets off a chain reaction. And even some people have found, in order to completely disconnect from situations like these, that they need to go and turn out the lights somewhere where they're completely alone, in order to shut out the negativity and just cut off what is happening, because that energy can be very hard to disconnect from sometimes, especially if there's a lot of people around and it starts setting them off. It's just, we've all seen it. It can get very ugly very fast. And just like the old saying goes, one rotten apple can spoil an entire box. It's the same idea. So in order to shut out the negativity, they need to go and literally just, some people just need to be completely alone, focus on something extremely positive to bring them back, which comes back to always focus on the best of times. What it really boils down to is keeping the clearest train of thought every minute of every day, by staying 100% positive up here. And when you always focus on the best times, even through adversities that are a natural part of life, when your mind is trained properly and is expecting those hiccups and the bumps, it's all up here that differentiates how big, or what size those obstacles are, how big, how easy they are to overcome, everything. It's all about how positive you are. A lot of how a person deals with adversities comes from how well set in life they are, because the more comfortable someone is, usually the less stressed they are when bad situations do come up. And they are able to face them with less fear, and anyone can position themselves by taking advantage of the newest innovations, and work with a team that is constantly coming up with new ideas about how to create the kind of lifestyle we all deserve. That, there's always going to be stress, even if you're like more on the wealthy side of things. But when you're mentally prepared for it, even on those higher levels of wealth and success, you don't fall into the trap near as far. And that is key. Because if you are constantly letting that negativity spiral out of control, then you literally do not have control of your own life. And that is one of the keys to success, to making it bigger. Anyways, if you want to work with a team that has created great results for themselves and are basically living stress-free lives, the best way to figure out how to position yourself the same way is connect with those kind of people. And you can do that by clicking in the link in the bottom of the description or directly below the video, one or the other, and start digging into the information that's there, and come and join us. Come and be a part of our team and learn what the good life is about. Take care.